Welcome to another tutorial by webnewbie.com. Today we're going to go over creating your local root or site folder in Dreamweaver. What that is it's a folder that holds all your website files, images, whatever. It's all inside that folder, and you can manage it all through Dreamweaver. So the first thing you want to do is open up Dreamweaver and go to Site. Then you're going to click on New Site, and a screen will pop up, and there's a couple things we're going to go over in here. First is going to be local info. That's everything that's on your PC. And the next is going to be remote info. That's everything that's on the web. So when you look at these, just think local as PC, remote as web. So, and the other thing is you could go over to basic here, and they'll walk you through everything with detailed descriptions of what things are. But for this tutorial, I'm not going to go over that because then I wouldn't be showing you anything. You can just read it. So to start out, we'll go to local info, and site name is the first thing we want to do. I'm just going to make up a site here. I'm going to call it blank. So I'll just put in, my website's going to be called blank. And then, it could be tuttifruttidelicious.com or whatever you want to call it. It's just going to be whatever. The next thing you want to go to is your root folder. This is your folder that everything is stored in, so you want to open that up. And I've already created a folder here called blank, so I'm going to select that. And now everything that I put in this folder called blank will show up here in Dreamweaver. And the last thing on this that you need to do is put on your HTTP address if you have one already. So we'll just put www.blank.com, and that's it. Then after that, you'll go over to remote info over here and click on this, and you've got many different options here, but the one you want to choose is FTP. FTP is your carrier, your chain link, whatever you want to call it, to the web. Everything on your PC is going to go through the FTP and then be uploaded onto the web. So that's what FTP is. It's known as File Transfer Protocol, hence the name File Transfer. We're transferring it all to the web. If you get a hosting account on like GoDaddy.com or whatever, they're going to provide you with the rest of this information, or well, you'll make it when you create the hosting account. And usually the FTP host is ftp dot whatever your webpage is blank.com. That's what you'd stick into the FTP host. And then as for host directory, you just want to put in a / and login. You will create that when you create your hosting site. I'm just going to put blank as my login, and the password is going to be password. Sure, why not? Now after you do all of that, you're actually all ready to go. You want to click test here to make sure it's going to work. It's not going to work for me because I don't have this account. It's going to show up FTP error. Blam, FTP error. Doesn't work. But if you did have all that stuff, you had the FTP hosting account, you had all the stuff on a hosting site like GoDaddy or whatever, then it would say successful, and you can just click OK, and you're on to the next steps. After you do that, your site shows up down here on the right. All your files that are in your blank folder on your PC will show up right down here. I don't have any files in there, so nothing there. But if I did have files, they would be there. And then this is your local view that you're in right here. To see what's on your PC, you can actually switch this over to your remote view, and you can see what you've uploaded online to the web. I don't have anything on the web, so I'm not going to click there. It wouldn't do me any good. And how to upload those onto the web is you would highlight anything that's in this down here, and you can click on this Put Files button, and then what that does is it puts it into your remote space onto the web, and then you'd be able to see it under remote view here. Everything I've showed you today is the basics. It's what you need to get started. There's obviously a lot more features that you can go through, but this wouldn't be webnewbie.com if I was going into those. I'm just teaching you how to get started, and this is basically just for newbies. So if you liked what you saw here, you can go to webnewbie.com, check out some more basic tutorials for all the newbies out there for free. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.